I'm your saltwater guide, Captain Dave Hansen. I got my good buddy Bill Varney joining us this morning. We got a lot to talk about. Fish reports, what's happening out on the water, what's been going on. We're going to wrap it all up into a nice little show today. I want to thank you all for watching that phenomenal hoop netting trip last night, and our new sponsor for our Saturday morning shows and all of our live fishing shows, Colder Ice, is on board now. Colder Ice is a phenomenal product. We'll show you a little bit about it a little later in the show. I got you, Bill. I just don't have video.
Ah,
So we'll keep trying. I don't know, but yeah, gang, your saltwater guide, Captain Dave Hansen. We do the Saturday morning fish report, what's happening on the water. Every Saturday we go live. This is a live show. So all kinds of crazy things happen during a live show. You never know what's going to happen. But one thing I promise you all is you're going to enjoy yourself. You're going to have a good time, and you may even learn a little bit. If anybody has a burning desire to call the show, feel free to pick up your telephone and give us a call at 949-374-0786. We'll try to take your calls and talk about whatever you want to talk about. But you know what I want to talk about, gang? And I was just talking with Bill about it a few minutes ago. We got crunch time. It's coming down here. We got 4 days till the big show on Thursday, where we're all going to be going on to this Zoom meeting. And I mean all of us, every single person that's watching. And Brett, you're going to be going up to Sacramento to the meeting. You can give me a call. I'll tell you all about how to get in and everything like that. And anybody else that wants to accompany Brett, you can go with him. Brent's going to be at the meeting in Sacramento while we're all sitting on the phone waiting for our big. Oh, wow. Good job, Dave Hill. Nice job. 23 last night. Yeah, that's what you think they caught? We'll find out. Lisa's going to come on the show here in a minute and tell us all about it. That was a phenomenal show last night, hooping in Long Beach, LA Harbor. It was epic, epic night. Justin and Lisa put on one heck of a show. We had a lot of people watching the live show, and we're going to be going live again tonight, hoop netting in Long Beach, LA Harbor. And we can't do any of this. We can't do this show on Saturday mornings without our great sponsor, Colder Ice. Thank you very much for jumping in and becoming a part of this. And all our other sponsors for allowing us to do this show live 6 days a week and do these live fishing shows. I want to thank every one of our sponsors. We can't do any of this without you. I do a live podcast 6 days a week. Think about that. And we put out 3 brand new videos every single day, and we got a lot going on, and it can't do any of it without all our great sponsors, my beautiful wife and all of my friends, Bill Varney and Justin and Al and Pablo. Without everybody, and Sonny, without everybody helping us, we can't do any of this. So it takes a team, and we got the best team in the business, and we got the best producer, Elliot Andrews, inside the bite. He's the man, the myth, the legend. He's what brings us to this whole different level that we're at today. But we got a lot to talk about, gang. This sandbass thing is taking on a life of his own. There's so many people running around, making silly posts, doing silly things to try to help close fishing. And these are people that are fishermen. I don't get it. These are people that have profiles that show them outside doing cool stuff. And they're telling me, and Brian Carter, thank you so much for all the great reports and being a part of the website. You bring it to a different level. I beg people to put the reports up. Colder Ice, yes, a member owns it, Matt. It's family owned. It's our good friend Chris Balboa. He does the land-based fishing. You see him on here all the time. He posts all the time on the website. And what it is, Colder Ice is a salt brine that you sprinkle into your kill bag across your ice. It brings the temperature of your ice down 20 degrees. It makes your ice last longer. It's like having your own RSW system on your skiff or on your yacht. Just sprinkling a a light sprinkle of this salt across your ice is going to make it colder. We'll talk a little bit more about it. But yes, it's a member-based, member-owned. It's a phenomenal product. You guys are going to love it. Dave Farron's in with Deckhand Sports, their kill bags and their air coffins. He's 100% involved. He thinks it's a great product to enhance the ice in your kill bags. So I'll show you a little video about it here in a few minutes. But gang, I can't thank you all enough for all the support and everything. And talking about Brian, there he is, Calico Chris. Yep, Calico Chris. That's right. He's the man, the myth, the legend. He's behind this product 100%. He signed on to be a sponsor with us because he knows the power of your saltwater guide, and he knows it's going to take it to a whole different level. So thank you very much, Calico Chris. And Colder Ice is a great product. You guys are all going to be introduced to it at the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Festival. And he's got quite a bit of product available, and you'll see it all there at the show. We'll be doing demonstrations in the Deckhand Sports booth to show you how the ice gets colder. It's quite amazing. Yeah, it'll work great in your Deckhand Sports kill bag, and they're working out a collaboration together. They're going to work on it together. But let me show you a couple things. Brian Carter and a few of our members get it. They understand the importance of making these fish reports and lobster reports day in and day out because it helps the whole community. So there's my friend John Rowe and his son out hooping. They had a great, here, let me pull off this sandbass thing. They had a great night out hooping. This is their report. You can read it right there. This is how our community at Your Saltwater Guide works. Everybody's involved in helping each other, which really, in this industry, it's never been heard of, where people actually share what they're doing out on the water. Walk down a dock tomorrow or anytime you're down in the harbor, and if you see somebody that caught a few fish, ask them where they caught them. 9 out of 10 people are not going to tell you where they caught their fish, or they're going to say something really intelligent like the water, something like that. Well, over at Your Saltwater Guide, we give reports, and all the members are out there fishing all the time, giving their reports of what they're catching, and I can't get enough of it. Here's Brian Carter from last night. This is how relevant, how up-to-date these reports are. He made this report this morning after a phenomenal night out there fishing. You can read it right there. This is what it's like over on our website in the community. We allow zero negativity. It's not like all the other websites out there where you post something that you believe in your heart was fun, and then on these other websites, you got a bunch of booger eaters living in their mom's closet that are going to jump on and tell you, oh, look at all those lobsters. I wouldn't even take those. Look at the size of them. Ah, la, 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 la. Yeah, right. You don't even go outside. You're whiter than my table. You're pale. There's another post from Brian. Just always making sure that everybody knows what's going on out on the water. That's the key to our website, gang, and that's the key to what we're doing at Your Saltwater Guide. That's why we're doing as well as we're doing, is because we don't play hide the ball. We share every bit of information. If you look, he tells you exactly what he caught. And then the really cool thing over on our community on the website is you can ask Brian on the comment button at the bottom of the post. You can ask him exactly what he did, where he was at. 9 out of 10 of our guys are going to give you their phone number and have a chat with you on the phone. This has never been done before in this industry. I've only been in the industry since 1974. My father, he kind of just started. He started in 1947. So between the two of us, we really don't have much experience like most of you do. But I'm telling you, something like this has never happened in the sport fishing industry in Southern California, where people are willing to share what they're doing every day out on the water. And the reason, I think, is because of the wall that I've put up that doesn't allow any negativity in. So you feel comfortable in here, and you feel like you're part of the family, and the camaraderie is incredible. And if Brian or any of the other people that are listening to the show would like to call in and talk about that, I'd be more than happy to take your calls right now. 949-374-0786. And the phone's wide open to anybody that wants to call. You got some super important things to tell us, about this sand bass closure. And then here, new member, brand new member, Matt Ogilvy. Check him out. He is so excited about all the things he's learned about the Back Bay from Captain Al Clowers and his father, Tim, helping him all the way. Him and his brother now, they fish that Back Bay all the time. They're making posts all the time, putting them up here, letting you know what they're catching. And just like I told Max when he talked to me on the telephone, this is a great place to post what you guys are doing out on the water because you have the wall of protection, no negativity. I can't emphasize that enough because there's so many negative people that want to say so many negative things about somebody out having fun catching fish. I want to get rid of some of these myths about this sand bass. Some of you that are older remember the sand bass migrations that used to come up from Mexico. Those sand bass migrations that came up from Mexico, we used to get on them really good, the sport boats, and we'd catch 2,000 or 3,000 fish a day for the landings, which was great because we were carrying that many people, and there was a size limit and a possession limit, and we did not catch all the sand. That is the biggest fantasy going on right now when I'm reading all these people on all these negative platforms talking about how the sport boats killed all the sand bass. Wouldn't that be rad if we could do that with a fishing pole? That would be incredible, but you can't. So when you're saying that, you're talking out from somewhere where you have no knowledge of what's going on. Like when we had Roy Rose on the show a couple days ago, him and I were talking about how we would catch these sand bass for 2 months, full speed. And it would be really, really fun fishing, and they'd be biting from Imperial Beach all the way to Santa Monica Bay. And everybody was involved in catching them. And then we'd wake up one morning and go out, and they were gone. And they would just turn around and swim back down to Mexico because they migrate. It's a migratory fish. If you go down to Mexico right now, you can't hit the bottom without catching a sand bass anywhere inside of 150 feet of water where there's any hard bottom. They're just covered in sand bass, and those are the migratory fish that come up into our area. Another fantasy that you're all running around spewing is that the giant squid, the Humboldt squid, when they showed up, they ate them all. Oh my gosh, that's the farthest thing. Why would you spew? I know your sister's aunt's cousin's brother told you that story one night when they were putting you to bed and they were tucking you in, and they told you a story about how the Humboldt squid ate all the sand bass. Well, that didn't happen. It's a great story, though. It's like climate change, global warming, acid rain, hole in the ozone from your grandma's hairspray. All these phenomenal stories. They're fun, I guess. They're fun stories, but they're not true. Then just like, I guess we could chalk the Humboldt squid eating all the sand bass. We can chalk that up to Paul Bunyan, Johnny Appleseed. Those are tall tales. Those are fun stories to tell your grandkids and stuff when you're putting them to bed. But none of that really happened. I mean, it's a great story, and I'm glad you're all running around spewing that story. But what does that have to do with closing a fishery? What does that have to do with the ability to close a fishery? Good morning.
Good morning, Dave. How are you?
Never been better. How are you? You're live on the show.
Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to Sacramento what day? I'm going up there.
The hearing's going to be on the 14th. We're going to talk. Bill Varney and I will give you all the particulars of how to get in there and what to do, and then you just go and do you.
Nah, you don't want me to be me, but I'm going to be professional with you guys.
No, that would be great. Like I said, everybody that's listening to the show and thinking about being on the Zoom meeting or maybe going to Sacramento with Brett, you guys, we need you to make sure that you speak articulate, no cussing, no emotional outbursts. That's not what's going to help save this fishery. But what I was trying to say just now when you were calling in, people need to understand this is They're using the word sandbass, which is a fun word to use. That's fun. It's like Fuddruckers or supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Those are fun words to say, but it really has nothing to do with what they're really doing. What they're really doing is systematically closing fishing in California. And until we can get we the people to wake up to the fact that this is just one more little word, one more word they're using, it's not really what it's all about. It's not about sandbass, but what they did was they allowed us to all start arguing with each other, which makes it super easy. Okay, you guys can't hear the caller? Speak up, Brett.
All right. Can you hear me fine?
I hear you fine, and they should hear you. I think Matt needs to turn his volume up.
You're in my earpiece. I mean, I can go straight on the phone if that's going to help people.
No, I hear you fine. They hear you.
Okay.
Yep. So your plans to go up to the meeting in Sacramento, right?
Absolutely. I got property up there. I have a niece up there that I need to go visit. I promised her a lobster, so I'm going to go up there, see my little nephews.
Oh, perfect.
And they're just right above there, Auburn. I know you know California, so it's just right above it.
Yep. Bill Varney's right here with us. What do you think of Brett going to the meeting in Sacramento, Bill?
That is so awesome, Brent. I really appreciate that. And we can learn so much from that. And we need your voice up there. So thanks for doing that. Wow, what a ways to go.
Now, Bill, and Dave, I'm gonna be in there. I'm not allowed to film anything, right?
I don't think they're going to let you film in there. Probably not. Bill,
okay.
Right?
I would guess not, but most public facilities, you can film inside there. You just have to ask permission in advance. So you can go into post offices and all kinds of buildings and film legally.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Okay.
So there you go.
I'll ask if I can. I'll go live for you guys. And then I know, Bill, you were talking about the Moss Landing and you're holding off until next week. I could go out there and sit out there live. I have tons of pictures. It's 15 minutes from my house. I don't know if you guys want that or not when you're talking about it.
Yeah, why don't you join us on the Wednesday show live from where you're at? We'll bring you right onto the show. I'll send you a link, and you can be on here with me and Bill showing everybody the devastation going on with the quote-unquote green energy. Gang, all I can tell you is on our show, we only talk truth. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of anything. I don't care. But there's no such thing as green energy. There is no, but we'll go show you how green energy is. Yeah, Brett, if you go down there and show us this devastation of this lithium inferno that just happened.
I mean, I can get right next to it because I can put my boat in. That's where I go for halibut normally. They've warned us that our halibut are going to be high in metal and every fish out there. There's strawberry fields for miles and miles. This is where Central California, where you get your just tons of vegetation. Like I said, we're the strawberry capital of the world, they say. We're the artichoke capital of the world. And they're already saying that they're not telling us. There's no signs to stay out of the water. So I don't know what's going to happen. I'm getting in the water.
Yeah, it's hard to it's a cesspool is what it is, and we have to wade through the cesspool and figure it out on our own. We can't what we just learned yesterday and the day before as Doge unturns all these stones, everything we've been told is a lie. And if you don't believe that, you're probably the problem. So I would do what you're doing. I would do my own investigation, bring it to us. We'll have you live on the show on Wednesday with Bill and I. This whole week's going to be all about how important it is for we the people to be involved in this process. We cannot allow the other entities we give them $10 or $100 or whatever you think you gave them for the year and think that they're going to fix this for us. We got to be involved. Letting other people be involved in our life, that doesn't work. So it's time for we the people to get involved. I'm going to keep running this up the flagpole, even though The inner sanctum of the sport fishing industry doesn't like it. I don't care. You guys didn't like me ever. Now all of a sudden you think I care what you think? I'm sorry, I don't. You guys
I mean, I
don't
was
like
just
me.
down there. I'm sorry. I was just down there when Bill was on your show, and it just inspired me to go down and just start taking videos. There's otters everywhere. It's a sanctuary. The whole thing's
Yeah.
been a sanctuary. I mean, it's just birds, everything.
Right.
You got those big, beautiful white crane birds. I don't know what they're called. I think
Egrets.
they're cranes.
E-
Egrets.
Yeah,
Okay.
cranes and egrets, right?
Right now we have whales out. Like the last when I went to Carmel and got those lingcod. I know you guys can't get lingcod right now, but we can. But I didn't think this would ever affect like a spear fisherman. It's affecting all of us. They're going to take away from everything. No more fun.
Right. And that's kind of been the thing for a long time in California, to take away anything that makes you smile. I've been talking about that live on stage for 15 or 20 years. You can go back and look at some of the old VHS tapes when I was on stage talking about how California, if they find out you're enjoying something, if you have a smile on their face, they're going to tax you till they wipe that smile off. And if you're still smiling, they're going to close it. So they figured it out here in California. Bill, you're frozen again. Yeah, but we can hear you, so just be on here. Oh, well, he left. But Brett, thank you so much, and give me a call offline here, and
Yep.
Bill and I will
We'll
talk to you about what we need you to do for us.
I'm in. Thank
All
you,
right, buddy. Thanks for calling into the show. Gang, I want to show you what Matt and I were talking about a few minutes ago. This is my buddy Chris came up with this product. It's an incredible product. We're so excited to launch it at the PCS show. I want you guys to watch this real quick so you can kind of understand what we're talking about. But without colder ice, it'd be impossible to do this show. So check this video out real quick. And the man who invented this is online right now, so he can answer any questions while we're going. Hey, gang, we're bringing you an exciting new product that'll be launching straight from the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Festival at the Costa Mesa, Orange County Fairgrounds. Introducing Colder Ice Brine, a game-changing ice additive designed to take your cooling power to the next level. Just a sprinkle can drop your ice as much as 20 degrees Fahrenheit, making it last longer and keeping your catch fresher than ever. We took a product and made it even better because we know anglers like us demand the high-quality gear that performs when it matters most. No complicated steps, just pure cold efficiency. Try it out and experience the magic for yourself. Be one of the first 500 to get your hands on this exclusive Pacific edition, available only at the PCS show. Don't miss your chance to stay ahead of the game. See everyone there. This is going to be an awesome product. We're working hand in hand with Dave Farron over at Deckhand Sports. This will work perfect in the kill bags for Deckhand Sports. There you go, gang. That's what we're talking about. That's the product. That's the new product coming down the pipe. That's our new sponsor. And Chris has been a member of Your Saltwater Guide before Your Saltwater Guide even exists. Chris is the guy that you saw in my videos when I was showing you how to clean the shovel nose shark. Chris has been a great proponent for fishing, land-based fishing, taking kids fishing, taking his grandkids, children fishing, taking other people's children fishing. He's just a wonderful addition to the sport fishing industry in Southern California. He's always been there for everybody. He helps anybody who needs help. A lot of us on this website know exactly who Chris is. Well, this is his product, and we're going to stand behind you as much as we can. This is a family-owned product based right here in Southern California. This is a phenomenal product for all of us that love to go fishing. It's going to allow you to keep your fish fresher, plus your food and beverages. Let's say you're going on a couple-day trip out to Catalina or San Clemente Island, and we always have a problem making that ice last longer. We got our food on the ice. We got everything on the ice. Well, Colder Ice is going to help you out tremendously. Chris is on here. If you have any questions, throw the questions up on the screen. Chris will answer them for you. We're super excited to be involved with Chris, and we're super excited to show everybody this great product at the show. It's going to be incredible. Gang, I can't emphasize this sandbass thing enough. when I think about the way that they're doing this to everybody, they got us all over these social media websites fighting with each other about this sandbass closure. And the unfortunate thing is people don't understand that this is their game. This is what they're doing. And John Stanley and Darren and Chris and Matt, Ryan and Cubby, you guys been watching me for a very long time. I've been talking about this for years. And here we are, another closure. When they did the rockfish thing to us last year, I kind of told everybody, gang, this has nothing to do with rockfish. And they got them because we all fought. Oh, I don't even like the rockfish. I don't even. Gang, if you cannot see what is going on, this is one more take. This is one more thing they're going to take from us. It's not that far away from zero on everything. This is so close to zero on everything. It should scare the living bejesus out of you guys. Lisa, there you are. Are you going to call in and tell her? Now listen, we had a live fishing show last night, hoop netting in Long Beach, LA Harbor. It was unbelievably successful. It was such a great watch, Lisa. And thank you for doing that and bringing your husband and your father out and taking care of Bob, getting a bunch of lobsters. We're going to have Lisa call in a few minutes if you can, Lisa. And everybody guess how many they ended up with last night. We're going to give, all you got to do is leave your comment up on the screen. The first person that guesses the right number, we're giving you a free Your Saltwater Guide hat. You can grab it from us at the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show. And then you'll get all the free stuff that comes with it. So if you have an opportunity to make a guess right now, this would be the time. Lisa's here. We can either have you call in, Lisa, or we can watch all the comments and then we can answer them at the end. Lisa's awake. Brian Carter, good morning, buddy. Good morning. Thank you for all those phenomenal posts, Brian.
Good morning, Captain Dave. How are you today?
I'm great. I love waking up to your posts. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, just for the valuable information that's provided. I've been following you for, for 4 or 5 years, and I was just impressed 4 years, but I can't even put it into words, just the information that's given to all of us members nowadays between all 4 captains. It's incredible.
Well, thank you very, very much. And how do you like that community?
The community's been awesome. I've met a couple members, and I was at the PCS show last year and met a couple, and then Justin's seminar, met Tim and Jason, and can't wait to hopefully meet up this year at the PCS show and meet some more members. So just, getting even information, not just from Justin and you, but information from members that nobody's selfish. They just put it on the community or make a call and they'll tell you where they were and what they did. And I wish I had this stuff years ago, but I'm not complaining that we have it now. It's incredible.
Thank you so much for letting everyone know that. I think the hardest thing for people to wrap their head around is that it's actually real, right?
Yeah, it's so real, and that's why I was talking to Justin too this week, and then I talked to you early in the week. It's just so raw, and everything down to the your podcast with your guests. Some of them are so real and raw it just brings you to tears. What's happening, and everywhere from the East Coast to the West Coast, and just to watch this podcast grow from where you were 4 or 5 years ago to all the guests and what you're bringing to the table now is just incredible.
Thank you so much. I just put your post back up. We got quite a few people watching that weren't watching when I first put it up, but this was the post you made last night. You took family from Idaho. They wanted to get back on the water, and you caught them a bunch of lobsters. How much fun did they have?
That was my old hooping crew before they moved. I got my niece and nephew into fishing. They were probably 14, 15 when they started going on my boat, doing a little bit of fishing, and then got them hooked on the hooping. And from there, they were hooked on fishing in the lakes around here. And then now that they moved to Idaho, they fish the rivers, the streams, and send me pictures of trout, brook trout, and it's so cool to know I've been part of their life and got them hooked. This is, like my father did. All my fishing comes from my father when I was probably 5 to 8 years old. Started at the local lake all the way to overnight at the Catalina, and then on the tuna trip down to San Diego. Fishing was in my blood since I've been like 7 years old.
Oh, yeah. Well, Justin's saying, great job, Brian. It's just amazing that the love and the passion comes out on all your posts, and I appreciate it. Now we kind of know you've been doing this for so long. And then to have a place where you can share what you're doing with no negativity, it's got to be a great feeling for everybody involved, right?
It is. It's just, I've shared it with people. I talk about it with others and advise them to be a part of it. Just to be able to talk to you and Justin and see what they did last night. And I just missed Justin last night at the bait barge with Mike. I was right behind him. And I'm curious as to how he did.
Well,
we had 10 of our 12s by 9 p.m. and then just kind of worked the rest of the night and just. But then we went to one of Justin's spot in San Pedro, and that's where we got our 3-pounder.
Woo! Perfect. That's a beautiful lobster. You got to try those popcorn lobster legs now.
Absolutely. Yeah, we've done that before, and definitely will be doing it again.
Nice. Well, Brian, we're going to get Lisa on the show. I want to thank you so much for calling in and making all those great reports and posting over there on Instagram. Gang, there's a really good chance Brian's going to win that ambush the season because he's super involved. He follows along. He does exactly what Promar asked for. He's hashtagging Promar and all these lobster reports. Lisa's going to come on the show in just a minute. She won last month, the ambush the season. I think it's so cool that the last 2 winners were members of your Saltwater Guide, and it looks like, Brian, you might be the next winner, buddy.
Well, I hope so. It wouldn't be a bad thing, and definitely share that. I'll definitely be sharing that with the family if that happens. So,
all right, my friend.
Swag.
Well, thank you very much. Let's get Lisa on here, gang. Bye, Brian.
Thank you.
Hey, Lisa, give me a call back. I'm sorry I had Brian on the show, but gang, this is going to be it. If you don't get your guess, if you don't get your number in, she's going to give it away here in a minute, and you're not going to win. Let's see. We have a handful of numbers. We have a 23, we have a 22, we have a 12, we have a 14, we got a 21, a 20, 18, 23, 20. Anybody else got any? And I know you're going tonight. Renee, and we're excited to see that. Yep, Renee's got the boat chartered tonight with Justin. Let me see, where's this little girl at? Let's get Lisa on here. Hi, Bill, welcome back. Bill, can you hear us? We can't hear you, Bill.
Good morning.
Here she is.
It's
Lisa.
a good morning.
Hell yeah, what a night last night, huh?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I feel like I say that every time I call in, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was an incredible night. Lots of people. If you weren't on the water, boy, did you miss out on a beautiful evening. Sucks to be you. And John Stanley, that's right. We need to get back out there together, buddy. We missed you on the boat, but we were thinking about you, laughing, having a great time with Justin. Justin's feeling better, and the numbers proved right last night.
There was a lot of big lobsters, too. You guys had some real nice ones.
You know, to be honest with you, I don't think I saw any little guys at all. I mean, we were out at Catalina the week before, and those little guys didn't even compare to the size. Size does matter when it comes to Long Beach. Long Beach did not disappoint.
That was so much fun watching. You put on such a great show. And your husband got to join you last night, which was cool. We all got to see your husband for the first time.
He does exist, right?
Oh, yeah, that was
I know.
pretty cool.
I think it's funny. People thought John Stanley was my husband, and other people that, I bring so many people on the boat because we have such a good time. And usually my husband has to work, so he lets me go and have a good time. And finally I got to bring him out, and boy, what a night to bring him out on, right?
Oh my gosh. And everybody that's watching and everybody that's on here, we got to thank your husband for all that he does to keep us safe. Thank you very much. I have the most respect for any first responders and law enforcement and the military. Those are my people, and I have the utmost respect for your husband. So tell him from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. He doesn't get the thanks he deserves. Neither does any of the other people that are involved in this, what we call enforcement nowadays in the state of California. Oh my gosh. I don't know how he gets up and does it every day, but thank you very, very much for that.
Well, thank you for appreciating that. And I got something to share with everybody too, even better news.
Okay.
All right. So I got woken up this morning by my son, who's officially out of the military. Woo woo.
Woohoo! Tell him thank you very much for his time. Now he gets to go hooping with mom, huh?
That's right.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
Congratulations! Congratulations!
It's a beautiful morning. Even the dog's excited.
Oh my God! It's gonna make me cry. He's coming home. How bitchin' is that?
Yeah. Yep. Now I just need to be a grandma soon, right?
Oh yeah. There's nothing more rewarding than that. I'll tell you. My little grandkids are just so cool. So we got.
So I want to talk about that really quickly too, because fishing is important to me and what they're trying to do and take away, the opportunity for our younger generation to go fishing. We got to keep diligent, keep strong with that, keep plugging away. Everybody show up to that Zoom meeting, and take a kid fishing, take a grandkid, take a neighbor, take your elderly fishing too. I'm so thankful to have my dad on that boat with me. He taught me how to fish, and, I get to repay him back by bringing him on the boat. And it's still beautiful every time we go out. It doesn't matter, if we catch nothing, just spending that time together is so important.
Absolutely. It was fun watching when Justin brought the camera in and saw you and your dad sitting there in the galley. That was pretty spectacular. It's a bitchin' feeling for me.
Yeah, it's special. I really appreciate those times. We don't have my mom around anymore, unfortunately, but I'm sure thankful that I get to be with my dad and hang out with him, and I know he appreciates it too. And Justin obviously is awesome, so I'm glad I got to have my husband out there with my dad, spending time. Bob rocks. He's so much fun too, and yeah, grab a buddy, grab a friend, grab a kid, grab your grandpa, grab your grandma, grab a girlfriend, and take her out fishing.
Yeah, isn't it just so nice when you're out with Justin? You don't have to, I know you guys own your own boat and stuff, but isn't it nice not to have to worry about a thing? Just go, have fun, and get off the boat and go home?
It's the best part. You walk on and you walk off. And you know what? I still was up at 4:00 in the morning, still watching, rewatching what I just lived. And that's even better,
Oh, yeah. Well, Bill and I, we watched it every night, the live shows. Bill and I watch it, and we've spent more time on water than most people, but we get a kick out of it. And then you bring a whole different level to it. You're so fun. And how many hat changes did she have last night, you guys? Maybe almost as many as she caught lobsters. My goodness.
Yeah, that's my secret code. So if you watch the hat changes, you might be close to the number. Did anybody get the number yet?
Justin says no one has the correct number yet. They're still throwing numbers out.
Keep guessing, guys. Keep guessing.
You got a few more minutes, and then she's going to announce the number, and you're going to be able to get a free hat at the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Festival. We'll all be there, and we'll celebrate your guess. But I think what we need to do now, Lisa, is we had to reveal the number. They gave up guessing. Nobody's guessing anymore.
But do you want to do it at the end of the show and let them keep guessing until they hit it, or what?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll keep it going, and I'll call you back right before we're done.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thanks for jumping on here. We'll see you in a few minutes. Bye.
Of course, anytime. Happy Saturday, everyone.
Thanks. All right, Bill, you're back. You're not frozen. We can hear you. It's like
Oh my
magic.
gosh.
It's
It's
like
a miracle.
It's magic. Keep guessing, gang, because Lisa's going to come on and tell you at the end of the show what the number is. And according to Justin, no one has it yet unless they just got it. Now we're getting a bunch of numbers, Bill. They're coming out of the woodwork.
Hey,
Woo!
I was telling Lisa yesterday during the day that I was so stoked about the show last night because it was the beginning of my Super Bowl sports weekend. I get to watch lobstering, so I watched a little St. John's basketball followed by lobstering. It was awesome.
Oh, hell yeah. And then tonight, Renee is going to be on the boat. Renee's a longtime member of the website, really good human being. Always brings me some gifts when he comes to the show. And he's bringing Brian from Promar. So there's going
Okay.
to be some giveaway opportunities on the show tonight. And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we do a live fishing show, probably 3 or 4 days a week at night or during the day, where we have Starlink on the boat. We got 4 HD cameras. We're out there fishing. It's live. You get to see it live. And that's probably the best thing for Bill and I, is getting to watch it live, because we're in our heads, we're thinking, what would I do right now? Huh, Bill? You're like, where would I cast right now? What would I do? It's so fun to watch, right?
And I'm like totally glued to that. Well, in my case, I watched it on my 75-inch TV. So it's like insane. It's like I'm on the boat. But like every time the net, the buoy comes to the back of the boat and the buoy goes in the puller and they start pulling the rope, it's like that, would they leave you hanging at the end of a commercial and you can't wait to get back and see what happens next. And that, like, I've been fishing my whole life and I just like watch that. I walk in front of the TV within a foot of the TV. I want to get a good look at what's in that net down there. And the more you do it, the better you get it. Figure out which ones are legals just by looking at them. And then
Right.
it's confirmed when they measure it and throw it off, it's confirmed it's too small. And when they measure it and keep it, wow, that I got that one right. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. I love it, man. It's totally entertaining.
You know what's amazing is, like, right now you're in Colorado. I'm in Cabo San Lucas. Remember when we used to watch this on cartoons in the 60s and we were like, there's no way that's ever going to happen. There's no way we're going to be able to talk to each other in different states and different countries live. Here's how crazy this thing is, and I think about it all the time. Bill will be on watching, I'll be watching, Kelly will be watching, and I'll be producing the show from Cabo. Justin's fishing at Catalina. Bill's watching it in Colorado. We got people watching it in Australia, New Zealand. It's just so cool. It's
The
just
Philippines, it's amazing. Italy,
it's the coolest
all
thing.
over the world. And you're right, Dave. We used to see that as kids in cartoons, and they'd be like a little face on a little screen, and you were talking to somebody through outer space or whatever. You never thought that was going to happen. And to think how common it is right now, and how simple it is, and relatively inexpensive too. It's amazing. That's
As long as you got an Elliot.
That's
I
right.
couldn't do any of this without Elliot. I don't even want to think about what would happen if I didn't have Elliot. I'd start crying. But gang, Justin and I, for the last couple of years, when Justin first started doing these trips, I told him, I said, you're going to be blown away, buddy. And he's all, by what? And I go, the amount of people that want to throw legal lobsters back. Because I've been doing this since 2005, 2006. So as I grew up doing this, it was amazing to me how many people get so excited about throwing. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand it because we work so hard to get these lobsters. But everybody, Bill, and it doesn't matter who. Like Bob. Bob's been with Justin for a long time. But Bob threw back a lobster last night that Justin and I would guarantee you was legal. It is something inside of you, and I don't know where it comes from, but I don't care who you are. Well, everybody wants to throw legal lobsters back, and it blows my mind. And Justin has a meeting on the back deck every night before he goes out. Every lobster needs to get measured. And I know that it was exciting, and there was lots of big lobsters last night, and that's where the disconnect comes, because you're seeing these 4 and 5 pound lobsters coming over the rail, and then here comes a just legal, and you're like, yeah, it's short. Threw it over. Justin, I said to Kelly, look at that nice lobster, and then Justin was like, hey, that's illegal, and then whoop, it went over the side. And Bob, we're not beating up on you, Bob. We're just telling, this is crazy. Last year, I bet you Justin and I counted probably 40 legal lobsters that got thrown over before Justin could get down the ladder. And it's not an attack on anybody, because even Justin's wife, Amanda, threw back a legal lobster. It's just something I don't understand. I can't put my finger on what it is. But in the heat of the moment, when all these lobsters are coming over the rail, everybody wants to get involved. You see the kids, you see the adults, you see the elderly people that are involved. People are your age or my age, Bill, elderly people. Throwing back lobsters, just so excited to throw them back. We need to figure out why, Justin. That should be our new mission. Why? What is this driving force that overtakes the human being that makes you want to throw back lobsters, right? Oh, I only said one, Justin. That's for you and Amanda to duke it out about. I don't want her getting mad at me at the show. I'm copping to one, Justin. But yeah, Justin and I laughed. Bob, we love you. Don't get this wrong. But Justin and I were laughing so hard last night, because this is a conversation him and I have had so many times, Bill. It's just the funniest damn thing. I don't get it.
Well, Dave, back in the day, I used to spend a lot of time in King Harbor, and PETA, when they first came about, one day they came back in the back of the harbor, and that's where they would tie up the half day and the 3/4 day boat. And they went into Quality Seafood, and they had put their money together, and they bought like 40 live lobster. And they decided that they bought them to set them free.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, they took them over to the edge of the water, and they dropped them in one at a time gently. Said a prayer, I guess, I don't really know. Well, the next morning when I came to the boat and we went to untie I was a pinhead on the 3/4 day boat. There was a rope coming off the rear cleat, and it was going straight down. Well, the boat owner, John, had dropped a lobster trap down there after it was on the news. And so he came right down there, dropped a trap about 15 feet away from where all those 40 lobsters were dropped in. So go ahead, throw them back. I'll catch them.
Right. Yeah. Well, there's a group that every year goes down to the Marina Del Rey bait barge and buys all the sardines in the bait barge to release them, to set them free. Set them free, baby. It's crazy.
Hey, Dave, that's one boat you actually would follow.
Yeah. So, gang, I want you to see this before we bring Lisa back on, and I'm going to put this picture up while Bill and I are talking. That's last night, gang. That's last night. Lisa just sent me this picture.
Goodness gracious.
That was last night, gang. There they are in there. See if you can figure it out. Look at the size of those tails, Bill.
Oh, my gosh.
Makes my mouth water.
Oh, I was, my wife and I were watching last night. God, is that sick? And and she was like, look at that one. It's like 3 or 4 pounds. So there were some beautiful, oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so cool. So you guys just saw the picture. Make a couple more guesses. We're going to bring her back on here in about 10 minutes to tell the exact number. You still got time. You still got time to guess the number. I just got another. Oh, I'm going to post that picture, Justin. Thank you. Bill, talk about this debacle. I'm sorry. We're going to keep talking about it, gang. I know you're getting tired of hearing about it, but maybe that'll make you join the meeting. We need everybody to join the meeting. Let's talk about this meeting thing and what you told me before we went live, how they start shifting the ball around this time.
Yeah, there's a couple of updates, a couple things for everybody to know. So first of all, they extended the comment period, the written, emailed, most likely comment period, until Monday. So if you haven't sent them an email or sent me an email to forward to them, fishthesurf@mail.com, Please do. We have all weekend and into Monday to send them even that many more comments. Second change was that the meeting on, see what day of the week is that? On Thursday which is our day, I believe, is going to start at 8:30 a.m. We're still item number 22. But as Dave and I were talking, so I'm going to say often, but occasionally, maybe medium amount of time, the commission changes the order of things, the timing on things, and the subjects that they speak about all the way up to the last minute. So we have to keep our eye on this. Of course, Dave and I will give you an update the day before, maybe even the morning of what the layout's going to be for that day. But item 22 today could be item 9 tomorrow. So it could be item 22 could be a Thursday item that they change on Tuesday to be a Wednesday item. So we need to keep our eye on that.
Isn't that crazy, gang? So that's the game. That's why I keep telling you, everybody keeps talking, oh, I don't even like sandbass. It's not about sandbass. It's about your ability to fish, gang. And that's why they play this game where they change everything. And you know why they extended this send the letter? Because they got overwhelmed by all of you that
Yes.
sent in your letters, gang. Thank you. I can't thank you all enough.
That
We're making a difference, gang. We are making a difference. I promise you. They didn't extend this because no one's involved. They extended this because you overwhelmed them with your letters that you sent in already. So thank you all very much, and you should all pat yourself on the back. If you guys can understand, we're making a massive they've never seen a movement like this. They've never seen this, gang. That's why I'm so excited, is because I think that we can change this, and I think we can stop this baloney. These closures are absolutely ludicrous. Like I emphasized so many times, Bill, this is a recreational fish. And something that I was told the other day by somebody was, this is a fish for the, and I'm not saying I'm privileged by any stretch of the imagination, but the underprivileged communities, they get to come down and fish the piers and the breakwalls. This is a fish that they take home and they eat. This is where they get their sustenance from. How can these people want to take that away from? And I'm not by any stretch of the imagination privileged. I work for every single thing I got, but that's sustenance for a lot of people. That's food. And you're going to take their food away? Why? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Why we can't stand up against this is just, I think we can, and I think we're making a difference, gang. Let me show you another cool picture Justin just sent me. It just finally loaded, Bill. Look it. This was last night. There she is. Look at that. The Deckhand Sports bag. Lobsters hanging all over it. That's the kind of stuff that gets me fired up and excited to go fishing.
Oh my gosh, I'm going to go melt some butter in an hour. Ooh, look at those babies, man alive. I mean, that's like $1,000 worth of lobster right there.
And that isn't all of them that they caught. You only see a few. There's some out of the. I mean, try to count them as fast as you can. That's quite a few lobsters right there. But what do you think, Bill? While we're talking and I'm loading up this picture Lisa just sent me, what do you think is a good strategy for this Zoom meeting on Thursday? Get on there because they're starting it early now. They're earlier than they said they would, right?
Yeah, this is the issue on item number 22. We don't know when it's going to occur. So if you look on the layout for that day, it seems like it's going to occur in the afternoon. And let's say they don't change the list of items at all between now and then. So it remains 22. It could be talked about before lunch or right after lunch or later in the afternoon, all depending on the subjects that come up before them. And sometimes what they do is on the fly, they will shelf certain subjects that that are on the list to be talked about. They'll say, oh, we're not going to cover this executive committee meeting or whatever they're going to talk about, and shelf that for another meeting, and then pushes the whole thing up. So the best thing is to tune in as early as you can in the morning. And of course, the more people who come out at once, there's a greater chance it's going to crash the whole thing. But we'll hope that they've got enough bandwidth to handle all the folks getting on there. And then, whether you're watching it constantly, or whether you can just look at it or listen to it now and then, it just helps to be on there, whether you're watching or not, that just another person is logged in, and logged in. So they know there's thousands and thousands and thousands of recreational anglers who have their eye on this. And Dave, we talked about this before. One of the big reasons that this is happening with sandbass is one of those fish that is out of control of the MPA areas, so they don't spawn particularly in a specific MPA, so they can't restrict them or control them like they can do with other fish. The other thing is that they see on a daily, weekly, yearly basis for decades published, not only to them, but just to the public, numbers of fish caught on party boats and by recreational anglers, and they want to control that. The number is so big to them that they believe it's just depleting the whole resource. So the only way they can really go about controlling this is by controlling the limits that are coming off of the party boats. So that's what this part of the puzzle is about. And there's all these parts of the puzzle. Like another part would be they want to close the La Jolla kelp. Well, why do they want to do that? Is there fish there they want to protect? No, what you don't know is they want to introduce otters to San Diego, and they're going to put in that protection of all of the kelp as far as they can along the south coast to protect the otters, which means it's not based on a baseline where they're saying they're sheep's head, we want to have them bigger. Once they're this size, we'll open it up. It will be closed permanently. So these are all pieces of the puzzle. So you have the marine conservation areas with the MPAs, you had wind farm overlays, you have national sanctuary overlay. These are all the pieces of the puzzle they put together to close down fishing for us.
Crazy. Don't understand. Doesn't make sense to me. But gang, that QR code that I have on the screen right under Bill's chin right now, that's how you log on to the meeting. Mm-hmm. It's imperative that you all grab that QR code. It makes it super simple. You don't have to do anything. I've already done it, and it's easy. Scan the QR code right now, everybody that's watching. Just grab that QR code and help us please save fishing. Gang, I can't emphasize how important it is, and we are making a difference. If you could grab that QR code right there and then go over there, and just when you click on it right now, it'll show you how to join the meeting. Just see how easy it is, and then you've got it. And then it's on your phone or it's on your laptop or iPad. And here's what I would suggest, and this is going to piss off the industry too, but I don't care anymore. Get on your iPad, get on your laptop, get on your phone, get on your television, get on every single thing that you have in your household. Your name could be David Keith Hansen. Your name could be David Keith. Your name could be Keith Hansen. Your name could be Kelly Stice. Your name could be Kelly Hansen. Your name could be Kelly Elizabeth. I'm telling you, there's no way that we can't show them how important this is. Every one of your personal internet provider, you should be joining this thing on every single one of them on Thursday morning. Earlier the better. You get up in the morning to get ready to go to work, you log on. You throw your phone in your pocket, log on your iPad, log on your laptop, log on your PC, log on everything, and then split and go to work. That's going to show, let's just say I have 10 items in my house that I can log on. All my TVs are smart TVs, so I can log on all those. I can log on my phone. I can log on all 3 of my iPads, and I can log on my laptop. Gang, those are numbers that they can't get away from. We cannot keep doing things the way we've done them. All of your dinosaurs that are watching this, it's not going to work. Let's get involved. Let's show them how important this is to us. Lisa, can you call back in right now and give us the number? This is the end of the show, Bill.
And one more thing, Dave, just to add to
Go.
that. So when you go to when you click on the link at the bottom here, and you go to the letter, which gives you all the details, which is 15 pages long. So scroll through the whole thing, and at the bottom, it'll give you all these different details about how to speak and write in and all that. It also has, I believe, a spot where you can click and put your email in. And then from now on, the the Fish and Game Commission will email you any meetings coming up or any changes. They don't overly email you, but that way you can totally stay in touch. So in the future, if you want to see what their next meeting is going to be and what the result of this is, you can be able to log right in and they'll automatically send you a link.
And I don't care. I see Brian from Kansas. I see Matt Ryan saying his friends watching from Connecticut. Listen, gang, you can log in from anywhere. You can log in from the moon, from Mars, from Canada, from Australia. This is all about fishing, period. And it'll affect every single one of you. As California goes, the rest of the world goes. So let's all, your friends in Canada, Connecticut, Kansas, wherever you're at, we all need to be involved in this. Grab the QR code, share it with everybody you know. We need to be on this thing on Thursday meeting. First thing in the morning, everybody log on. It's going to be extraordinary when they see 30,000 of us hanging out waiting for our opportunity to talk. Lisa, this is it. Here we go, gang.
Okay.
Tell them.
Well, let me ask you a question first.
Go.
Do you have several hats to give out?
Why? I told them the very first person that answered.
Well, because 3 got it right.
Okay. We'll give away
So
3 hats. There you go.
Is this going to be an Oprah Winfrey moment? You get a card.
Yes.
You get a card.
Yes. We'll give away 3 Your Saltwater Guide hats at the show.
Okay. Because my buddy John Stanley, you get a hat.
No way.
And my buddy Seawolf, you get a hat.
Woo.
And Joshua, 26 was the number.
All right, Josh, look at that. And John and Brett. Yay. Woohoo.
Awesome.
I can't wait to see
20.
you all at the show. And don't forget to watch tonight. It's going to be incredible.
Oh, I'll be watching. I'll be commenting.
Yeah, you will. It's going to be fun, gang. It'll probably go live around 6:30. Justin's on here. If you guys want to go fishing with Justin or see what's going on, you can follow Justin or me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Captain Bill Varney's always standing by with me. If he's not on the show live, he's standing by on the sidelines posting. We're coming down to crunch time with this sandbass thing, gang. I can't emphasize it enough. I know you're tired of hearing about it, but I don't want to be on a planet where we can't fish, Lisa.
I'm right there with you, buddy.
Let me show you one more picture. You guys didn't think this human being existed, but he actually exists. Look at this picture. There he is. The man, the myth, the husband.
The legend.
There he is. There he is, gang. What a beautiful night out on the water. That's what you get when you go fishing with Justin, right?
That's right.
So, gang, we'll be back with you on Monday morning, or Monday at noon. But don't forget to watch the show tonight. I'll be there. Lisa will be there. Bill will be there. Justin, Pablo, Al. We all watch Justin every night. We can't take our eyes off it. So, Lisa, thanks for being such a phenomenal advocate for Your Saltwater Guide. I appreciate everything you do for me.
We love you too. Love everybody. Love my Saltwater Guide family.
All right. We'll talk to you tonight. See you guys. Thank you all. Bill, you got anything to final words from Bill Varney?
Yeah, just a real quick surf fishing update to get people stoked. So let's say Half Moon Bay to Halama Beach. Incredible striper fishing over the last week or so. My buddy sent me pictures the day before yesterday from Vandenberg Air Force Base at 2 that were over 32 inches. Then they went down for a burger at Halama and could see them in the surf there. So they've been big up there because it rained hard up there, but that rain came south. So if you want to get some of those stripers, beautiful weather this afternoon. It's going to be nice tomorrow. It's going to be nice Monday. Of course, you're going to find all this on our site. But just in those areas, think about this: Ventura River mouth, Santa Clara River mouth, Bologna Creek, Marina del Rey, Pewater Springs and Palos Verdes, Santa Ana River mouth. All of those spots. Throw a Lucky Craft, throw a Battle Star out there. You're going to have a good chance of catching a big striper.
Yep, and Bill Varney came up with a great idea, and we're going to do this at the Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show, and it's going to come out in our weekly letter. Gang, we're going to give you an opportunity. If you haven't signed up to our website yet, or you're sitting on the sidelines and you're terrified and you don't know, we'll be at the show. Kelly Girl and I, Bill, Justin, Pablo, everybody will be there. I'll have my laptop and my iPad. I'm going to give you your free look at the show and show you that it costs nothing to get involved for 7 days to look at everything for free. Because I know a lot of you are scared. Free. There's no such thing as free. Well, yeah, there is. If you're a Democrat, if you've been watching what's going on, they've been stealing your money wide open. So, no, I'm just kidding. What we're trying to do is tell you that you can take a free look at your saltwater guide for 7 days, and we're going to be giving that away at the show. Anybody that comes up to the booth will give you a free look. I'll log you right in while you're standing there. You'll see that I have no way to get a hold of your credit card, no way to get a hold of anything. You get to look at it for 7 days for free, and if you decide you like it, you call Bill or I or Justin or Pablo, any one of us, and tell us you want to be a member, and we'll sign you right up, no problem. But zero obligation to check it out for 7 days for free, and we'll be doing that at the PCS show. The Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show is what Bill and I and Justin and Pablo and everybody have been talking about every day. This show goes off the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th at the Orange County Fairgrounds. Pacific Coast Sport Fishing Show is an incredible event at the Orange County Fair and Event Center. It's absolutely incredible. It's bigger and better than it's ever been, and last year was insane. You're not going to believe it. You want to get tickets for 2 days because it's going to be all that in a bag of chips. Check out Bill's game plans. Come out every Thursday. The QR code's up there on the screen, and we're going to the show. We'll see you all. We'll see you tonight on the fishing show. Bill, thanks for being a part of Saturday mornings with me. It's always a pleasure to have you. Everybody, thank you all. Have a great day. Turn off the news. They're all lying. This is the only